who are we commentating for?
I am coming to this from outside, so we'll see. Is this Andrik versus Ludo?
I will pull up the bracket. Oh, Andrik versus Ludo. Are we live?
I don't know if there's anyone telling us, but I assume we are.
All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? It's Jet the Jinking God here at GrandSlam.
Yes.
And I'm joined by?
Yes, Firefly. I am hanging out here. I got thrown onto here kind of last minute, but we're going to watch some Smash and talk about it, see how it goes.
Awesome, awesome. So, Andrik versus Ludo. Let's see where this is.
Haven't actually checked up on bracket. I saw that Ludo got upset early by Liam, our local Richter player.
Okay, so that's going to be in the losers.
Yeah. And Andrik, I think he went into winner's quarters.
Yeah,
and
so Andrik, I did see lose to JDV.
Okay.
3-1, won the first game, then
lost 3. Yeah,
lost 3.
I think I came in for game 2, so I saw like the turnaround from JDV.
Yeah. I mean, JDV, I feel like is one of the best players at just figuring out a solid game plan and just executing on it over and over and over again and making you adapt.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. Andrik, though, from Mexico, amazing player, has a lot of experience and a lot of variety of matchups, has been traveling a little bit more often, and really cool to see him up here in BC. And, you know, he's one of my favorite players to watch, so it's really cool that I saw he was here. I was like, wait, there's a tournament here? So I also showed up, and now we're here.
That's your origin story?
Awesome. Well, yeah, actually, I saw that he was here on Twitter, and I was like, yo, I'm also in BC. What's up?
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was contacted. Was like, wait, why aren't you coming to GrandSlam? And I was like, I guess I can.
I don't know.
I guess I can.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm not that familiar with Andrik, so I've seen some of his like sets at weeklies and stuff. I've been like hearing stories about the locals showing him around town on that. It sounds like he's been having a pretty good time so far. We'll see how this bracket goes. I have watched a lot more Ludo. Familiar with him. He's a very, very fun player to watch. Very smart. He's been doing really well lately. And I don't know about this matchup specifically, although I know they have a couple good Falcons in Washington. Yep. So we'll see. I know Captain Carson has also been doing quite well recently. I feel like I might have actually seen them play in bracket, but that could just be hearsay. So I don't know. But we'll see this. I expect it to be a pretty combo heavy, like heavy punish game for both players. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think just the ability of both these characters to open each other up, use that, you know, little bit of combo ability on the other side, a little bit of aggressiveness and the pressure in the corner is just going to lead to an explosive match. So let's already see just a couple hits here, nothing too big. Both the players sort of feeling out what the opponent's using in the disadvantage and seeing how they get out of it. And both the up airs we're
going to be seeing a lot of up airs from both of them. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is one of the important parts. Is how they get out of the corner. Every single time, you know, you see the Falcon pressure in the corner with the up airs, with the back airs, sometimes the up smash trying to catch you out. But, you know, Mario, very slippery, has a lot of good aerials to stem with. And, okay, nice.
Yeah, okay, just forward throw. That's good. Yep, put Falcon off stage, put him in a situation, maybe try to set up a way to take advantage of that relatively linear recovery. And when I'm... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you're good.
I was just going to say, looking about these two characters, like they sort of function in a similar-ish way in that they're, you know, both combo heavy, decent movement.
Good juggling.
Yeah, good juggling. One of the things that, thinking about differences between the two, like Mario has stubbier limbs than Falcon, so like I'm wondering if the range could start to become an issue at some point, but also like Mario typically known for better combo escape options.
Just that up B being so quick, so invulnerable.
Up B getting out, having a generally kind of smaller frame, working at his advantage in that way. Like, you know, being able to drop down with Nair, much better combo tool, more reliable than Falcon Nair a lot of the time.
Yeah, I do think that is definitely going to be a difference. And I think the other thing is just there's more ability to mess with Falcon's recovery. Like, Mario's recovery is so hard to contest from above where Falcon normally is going to come in. So it'll be interesting to see how Andrik, you know, secures the kills, extends this advantage state, and finds the pressure in the corner.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing is with Falcon, like, if you're going to be a good Falcon player, it is a prerequisite to have, like, pristine recovery.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Expert drifts, expert anticipation of, like, you know, being able to play around your opponent's edge guard options. Like, you have to have encyclopedic knowledge almost of how to get back.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're just going to, like, get rinsed in your losers round 2.
Yep. And Andrik is not a rinse and lose the round 2 type of player.
Exactly.
But still having a little bit of trouble here in the corner. Nice ball up there. Does catch the tag. It keeps the edge guard going. The water is here. The air dodge.
The air dodge is crucial. Yeah. Not get pushed back by the water. Good coverage, though. Extended sequence. And, yeah, Ludo maintaining the lead.
Yeah, taking that second stock here. And now, though, Andrik extending this advantage state, trying to figure out how to contest that recovery. The down tilt is not working out. We talked about how good, how big, disjointed above that it is, and it's really hard for Falcon, even though you set it a little bit more range, not quite enough to beat up that up B.
Yeah, for sure. Neither of them with a lot of disjoints, so like you really have to choose when to interact on both sides. That was the very top of the Mario forward area hitbox. That was clean from Ludo.
Yeah, that was the perfect hit. I've seen a lot of Kurama, I will say that, and I felt the essence of him right there at the beginning of that combo. It started up and I was like, oh no, he is gone.
And that's like the win con for Mario, right? Like they have those early percent combos and they can lead into forward air spikes but there are so many different ways to extend your combos between your up airs, your up tilts, your nairs, and you saw, I think that was like an up air into a nair to put him closer to the ledge, into a falling up air into, you know, the double jump forward air. And
yeah,
just,
that
like,
was a really good
combo.
reset.
Yeah, it's not just the basic bread and butter combo, it's also being able to contextualize based on where on the stage you're starting it, and to be able to take it to that checkmate position at the ledge.
Yeah, you have to carry your opponent. You can't just, you can't just check out of the grocery store. You have to be like, all right, we go through aisle 1, we go through aisle 2, let me hit the
for
check
aisle
stick.
4, we don't need the P's.
Oh, yeah. Skip the B's today. Well, all we got are the finishers.
Yeah. So running it back, guess no strong opinions on stages either way. Just feeling like execution's going to be, you know, a little bit different.
I mean, think sometimes players are literally just like, I don't want to think about stages. I'm playing on PS2.
Yep.
This is going to be a matchup of minds, not a matchup of stages.
Yeah, exactly. And thinking too much about the stage, like, can be a distraction about what you're, like, thinking about your opponent's doing, what counterplay you are or are not doing enough of. And distractions can be a big deal.
Absolutely.
Like, if you're
I do want to talk a little bit about that filthy cape that Ludo threw out there. Andrik was coming. Ludo had already used the air dodge, already was basically looked like he was out of resources. He capes the oncoming Andrik and just somehow gets out of that situation and turns it into an advantage.
Oh, yeah. Threaded the needle with that one. And, like, the ingenuity with Mario players is really impressive because it's, like, people know at a basic level what that cape exists and how to play around it. That's a big combo. But to be able to sneak it into situations like that is just huge.
Oh.
But, and as we see, like...
Stick it in.
Yeah,
Snuck in a little stinger there, ending off Andrik's life super early and is extending this lead so far. Andrik has to find something big to be able to come back here, and already out of there, using that flow, using that water, the flood, to just come out of disadvantage. And once again, you talked about those resources that Mario's pull out of nowhere. And here it is, another big combo. Probably not enough to take it.
That time not close enough to the ledge, but he can take him to the platform and do like a 4 or 5 up air combo that'll take him to 80. And as you say it, that one clutch like edge guard reversal with the cape has led to almost a 3-stock.
Yeah. Still going to be able to get a little bit of purchase here. Starting off with a couple nairs, 3 in a row, but already escaping with that up B super jump punch.
Yep. Yeah, really nice escape option, knowing that the follow-up for Falcon was the nair, and just stuff it with up B. But tech roll, like, again, he had established so much of a lead that almost felt like it was inevitable at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you're that far ahead as Mario, Ludo has already showed he's completely willing to throw out smash attacks whenever he needs to. And he didn't even need to. He just wanted to, and it was enough.
Yeah, pretty much. So do you think he's going to run it back to PS2 again? Because I don't know how much of that was the stage. Is the thing.
The thing about playing against Mario is so many stages are incredible for Mario.
Yeah.
Battlefield needs no explanation. You know, we
give him a
Smashville is really hard,
with it.
but also PS2 he has that platform to extend to, and he also has the relatively lower blast zones, and it's difficult. It's difficult to find kills on that stage as Falcon, and it's really easy for Mario.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, we're maybe seeing a Fox. This is not what I was expecting. So do you know much? Do you watch about this?
I did not know about Andrik's Fox. I'm gonna lie, I'm a fake fan. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Andrik, but I've not seen the Fox, and I don't think I've ever seen him pick another character in bracket.
I am not familiar with a whole lot of like Fox play in the PNW either. Like especially in Washington, I'm not as familiar, but I don't know of any Washington Fox players. So we'll see what happens.
This matchup is a little bit interesting because obviously Mario has that advantage in edge guards, but in the neutral, Fox just has so much. He's so fast. He's so able to extend combos, and you know his pressure and advantage is incredible. Look at this already. And we talked earlier about how Mario has really good at aerials at like keeping the pressure going, but when he's falling downwards, he doesn't have a lot that can defend himself against an upcoming up air. So I want to see how Andrik's going to take advantage of that, how he's going to take advantage of any weaknesses that might be showing in Ludo's play. Right now,
and that combo game gets hard against Fox, or like not even necessarily hard, but it's very different because he falls so quickly, and like any kind of like mix-ups in neutral where you're trying to like mix up your landings and navigate around him, you have to take that fall speed into account because Fox can just like snap to the ground and shield, and you have to be able to play around how different those timings are. That said, though, off to a good start.
The edge guarding is so good. I mean, unless you are doing the non-two-frame recovery for Fox.
That extension, did you see that? The waveland onto the platform, turn around down tilt into death.
He's like, who needs edge guarding? I'll just take you off the top, baby. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Give me a shaving haircut.
Absolutely beautiful extension from Ludo.
Falling out. Nothing is going Andrik's way right now. And
so
this is the possible end of his run. He came all the way to BC from Mexico for this tournament, and right now he's putting it all, betting it all on this Fox here, Firefly.
Yeah, Ludo has been a bit of a killer. It feels like every time I've seen him recently, he's been making deeper and deeper runs. But BC is stacked. These Grand Slams have historically been really, really hard to win. Yeah, Ludo showing the strength of our neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, BC as a region is so deep. Like, there's just so many players here that could absolutely kill you at any point. And right now, Andrik is falling prey to, you know, not even getting into the top 8.
Yeah, he's making up some of that damage, but again, he's just too far behind. Like, if he could take a stock here, he might have a chance. But that's still a big ask, because he's still playing his secondary Fox against Ludo.
Yeah, and one of the things about this is I've noticed he's not going for the two-frameless side beat. That was really good. But yeah, I mean, Mario, one of the best two-framers in the game. Dash attack, I think it lasts something like 16 frames at the edge. It's utterly insane. And then down tilt, it combos into back air, it combos into up air.
Yep. Yeah, there are a lot of threats on Mario's side right now. The fireball forces that, and the very nice ledge trump into rising down air. And that's a 3-0. Ludo making it look easy.
Yeah.
Huh, okay. And was that to qualify into top 8?
I will check the bracket.
On loser side?
I believe there's one more round.
Oh, no, yeah. So that was to qualify. So Ludo is now in loser side top 8. Andrik finishes at 9th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Andrik at 9th. Still an incredible performance. I mean, this is a really difficult tournament. We talked about it. You know, it's just, this is a really strong region. A lot of good players come out here for this. I heard it capped like almost instantly.
Yeah, it took about an hour, I think. Yeah, for like, they had set, so they set a cap of like 110 or something, and then they have like, they planned for a 128 person bracket.
And they had like a couple of reserve slots for top players or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. And it hit that 110 mark. So I actually had a story about this personally. So I went and took my partner out for like we had to go to like a medical appointment. but that medical appointment overlapped with the registration start. So I came back, and it was full. So I had to like beg Cube, and he graciously granted me with a spot in bracket, and that's how I made it in.
That's a good deal right there.
Yeah, GrandSlam, the cream of the crop, the absolute upper echelon of tournaments in BC. Mountainside Games always does puts on a fantastic event.
This venue is so cool.
This is a really cool venue, and this is our backup venue.
This is a backup?
This is a backup venue. Yeah. So TGS, the gaming stadium, has been like a mainstay of BC Smash and other fighting games for quite a long time. Yeah. But we used to have a venue in downtown Vancouver called the Home Key, which is like a kind of open, like for rent office space, and they would regularly host our tournaments. And that was a really pretty like office setting. They've been great for us, have the same kind of capacity. But they closed down recently, so we had to move to the gaming stadium to, make sure the tournament would still run. Because at that point, we had our 110 entrants that immediately capped the event. We got people coming in, and, we had to keep the show running. So
I think somebody's
here we
in.
are. You can swap in. You can come in. I was just filling in, basically. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to sign it off. It was really fun to commentate that one set with you. Pleasure meeting you. And I'm going to sign things off to Zarango. And he can gas up Mountainside Games a little bit more.
Sure.
You already do a